we have an email from someone who writes it anonymously and says, "Dear Mother, I do not understand why people always converse unnecessarily in front of our Lord at Novus Ordo parishes, as if they were at lunch with their friends. I'll say right offhand that they don't hold it, being in front of our Lord, much higher value than being at lunch with their friends. They wouldn't do that." This one says, "I went to confession before Divine Mercy Sunday, and the confessionals were located in the back of the church, in the tabernacle's presence." Was the tabernacle at the back of the church? I don't know. This person says there was an extremely long line, and all the people were chatting about their daily lives, not preparing their hearts for confession. Well, I tell you what, if that were me, I wouldn't judge whether people are preparing their hearts for confession or not. That's not my business. But I want silence to prepare my heart, and I would speak to them, and I'd say there must be silence on the confession line. I would simply do that. I'm just forward. And this person says, just above the doors was a posted sign that said, in capital letters, "Please observe silence," in English and in Spanish, but no one even cared or noticed. When the priest entered the packed room, I thought he would have ordered everyone to be silent, but he made a joke and told them to take the line into the church rather than pack the room. A short time after, during my prayers of penance, an elderly man was on his knees in deep prayer in front of the altar, where 5 women were talking very loudly. The man pleaded with the women to take their conversations outside, but they ignored him, to the point where the man raised his voice in a sheer rage, saying that he asked them to be quiet 3 times, and they were disrupting his prayer. They just responded with laughter, and finally started to whisper, but still carried on with their conversations, and had no consideration toward our Lord in the tabernacle, and no regard for their brother, this gentleman, or anyone else. The priests at this parish love to make jokes during Mass, so I doubt that they will take this seriously. They will not. If I or another person were to alert them, no, they would not. People talking in any church in our Lord's presence just doesn't sit well with me. What can I do to stop the mess? Thank you for any thoughts. I wish you a speedy recovery. Thanks so much, and I am healing quite well. Still a little while to go, but I'm doing great. If I were you, it doesn't sound like a priest who makes jokes at Mass and even in the confession room is a priest that would be sympathetic to you. I would absolutely find another parish. I would absolutely do all I could to find a Latin parish, but if not, a Reverend Novus Ordo parish. There's nothing else that I know you can do. The people simply haven't been taught to respect God, to respect others, and they could apparently care less. I would find another parish if I were you.